Colleagues, I believe we are all here to develop a valid economic policy for a developing country like India. The figures, they speak for themselves. Our national per capita income is among the lowest in the world. Our national capital stock, again, one of the thinnest in the world. We must recognize where we lack, and this juncture of our economy is very important. We are a young, independent nation with a lot of hope and a lot of opportunity. We must recognize and cash in this opportunity. We must make sure that we do not let this time go away. I believe we should first invest in a very good public sector. It should invest in heavy industries, steel, market tools, and other economic linkages that would make sure that we have an active base upon which other industries can work upon. My calculations, and I've done them, say that at this juncture for any economy, especially for a developing country like India, investing in the public sector and investing in capital goods is key because it yields much more economic results than just letting consumer trade activities go between mutual parties. The state must act in its own capacity and be a driver of economic growth. I believe we must do more than this. I've also heard people here have some sort of fear for bureaucracy. I don't believe there's anything to be feared from bureaucracy. I believe some sort of control and regulation is necessary for private industries at this particular juncture of the economy because otherwise it will be like an orchestra without a coordinator. Extending, I also believe some people have skepticism towards my economic planning visions. I would say planning is certainly not a cage. It is not there to limit economic opportunities. It's a scaffolding which lets everybody from every strata to come up and contribute to India's economic growth. We must not let this opportunity go. This is a very crucial juncture, and if we miss this opportunity, other nations who will follow the same feat will go ahead India and we will strive for the very economic growth that we could have created if we adopt the policy that I am proposing to all of you today. Thank you.
I too share the ambition of a strong and empowered India. But for us to actually realize this dream, we must acknowledge the fact that the industries thrive on the freedom to act and the courage to risk it all. In the Bombay Plan, we sought partnerships, not tutelage. The government should indeed build great dams and power lines which are necessary for the country's economic growth. But at the same time, the factories and markets, they should not have to wait for every sanction. This is because the markets run in their own discipline with rewards for the able and losses for the unfit. This process should not be interrupted or disturbed. The planning should guide them, but it should not command them, especially when India's diversity demands flexibility and local knowledge. If we are to truly create the employment and export levels that we require to scale and achieve our desired economic growth. So let the Commission set the compass and let enterprise set sail. Because if we are to catch the wind of innovation, we must act now.
I have flown over lands where clear policy and free enterprises build great industries. India can do the same. We never opposed public investment, we welcomed it. But guidance must not harden into minute control. In aviation, steel, and engineering, progress slows down when licenses multiply and decisions wait on the desk. Give us steady laws, fair taxes, and freedom to experiment. And our engineers will build great airlines, automobiles, and laboratories of world standard. A mixed economy succeeds only if both wings, public and private, are strong enough to lift. Let the Commission coordinate and inspire while industry carry forward the work of wealth creation.
Great plans stand on sound finance. The rupee must hold its worth if our efforts are to last. Massive works require careful taxation, prudent borrowing, and strict economy. I support national planning because without it, resources scatter and efforts double back on itself. Yet, each scheme must be tested for cost and capacity to repay. Waste is as grave as enemy as want. Provinces and ministries should retain freedom within a national frame. The state must act where private capital falters, like power stations, river projects, fundamental research, but always within the limits of solvency. Fiscal discipline is the firm road on which progress travels safely.
I value planning's purpose, yet I dread over centralization. The commission was meant to advise and coordinate, not to command every major outlay. If power gathers in one office, we are risk at exchanging foreign control for domestic bureaucracy. India's strength lies in its province and its citizens who act with initiative. Economic liberty is not hostile to justice, it is often its surest safeguard. Let states and industries work freely within a national framework. Thus, we preserve freedom while achieving progress.
Nehru, I have heard science, enterprise, finance, and the call for liberty. India will follow neither state monopoly nor unbridled market. We shall build a mixed economy. The public sector will lay the great foundation. Steel, power, machines. Private industry will bring invention, skill, and reach. The Planning Commission will guide and coordinate, not rule. Provinces will keep their rightful voice. Our aim is to plan production with equity, freedom with discipline, progress with stability. Let it be recorded that in these early years, we choose the harder but noble path to blend the strength of the state with the energy of the people. Together, we shall make India free, not only in name, but prosperous and just in fact.